back and forth. Allow it to do that. Just finding a comfortable position for you today as you are just allowed to be you. Breathing and being. Just simply coming back to the present moment. Breathing and being. Within this space, I want to invite you guys to actually bring your hands to a place on your body, to touch part of your body that feels like it needs that support, that love, that care. It could be in your heart, on your arms, wherever it feels intuitively like you want to place your hand. I want to just simply feel into that connection with hand on body, feeling the warmth, the connection of hand on body, noticing the temperature of hand on body, and just breathing into that feeling, the warmth, perhaps comfort, perhaps you're having thoughts within the mind, but just allowing yourself to just be with that, knowing that everything is okay, just okay as it is, pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. Everything is okay. And just take another deep, intentional breath together as one. In breath and out breath. Another in breath and out breath. In breath and out breath. Whenever you guys are feeling ready, allow yourself to slowly open your eyes. And as your eyes are opening up, let us just ground back down to your present moment reality, wherever your eye wants to land, whether it is within this space, within all these beautiful women and men and all other genders. Allow yourself to just lay your eyes on the screen or just around you as you're just orienting back into the space, noticing where you are, slowly orienting and just looking around the room. And just resting in this present moment reality. This is where you are. This is your present moment reality. Your room, your space, this place. And I invite you to find something that is actually pleasant within this space. For example, I have my notebook that I really like. And I'm just going to just take a look at this notebook. I invite you to just find an object to just connect with that feels comforting. You don't have to hold it. You can just look at it. Whenever you found that object that feels comforting or neutral, just take some time to just notice that object. For example, my notebook. Just observing it, noticing the qualities, the color of this object, and perhaps touching it if it's within your reach. Feeling into it or just observing the sight and just noticing how that makes you feel internally as you're just observing or feeling. We always have something in the present moment reality to help ground us back down, meaning to help us feel more at ease within our body, more safe within our body. And let's just take another deep breath in through the nose and all the way out with a big sigh. And whenever you feel ready to, you can slowly come back to the space. And I want to remind you guys that even though this is just an hour, you're free to stand, do whatever you feel comfortable doing. I recommend cameras on because this is a fun event with cameras on, but no pressure. Cameras off is okay as well. Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit more calm and at ease and just a bit more grounded within yourself, within this present moment. But I would just like to actually introduce who I am and a little bit about myself before I get some intros from you guys. So hello everyone, my name is Dr. Jenn and I'm actually in Phuket right now. I am a somatic mindfulness coach as well as a doctor of physical therapy. And I created this event, this coming home experience personally because I just feel like coming home, it means so much to me. It means so much to me because for most of my life, I've been striving and striving to become somebody and to receive external validation from the external world. And so, with my personal experiences, I've recognized that turning inward and coming back to my internal safety and loving myself as I am is the most important thing for me to do because we're so focused externally, right? And so that is why I've created this experience to help you guys also come back to yourself, to turn inward, and to remember the love and safety that we always have within ourselves, the connection we have with the universe, with the present moment. And yeah, so that is a little bit about me. And the work that I do is pretty much revolved around, healing, holistic healing. It involves somatic work, a bit of hypnotherapy. And hypnosis and hypnotherapy is essentially just very similar to guided meditation. It's a very safe tool that helps you turn inward, it helps you visualize aspects of you that you want to become. And it's just such a helpful tool to help us create that internal safety internally so we can actually create what we want in the external world. But we do it first by doing it within our internal world, within our mind, with visualization, feeling into what we truly want to become, or our truest intentions, or remembering who we truly are beyond the stories of the mind. For example, maybe the people pleasing or perfectionistic aspects of the mind that don't feel good enough. And so essentially, yeah, that's a little bit about the work that I do. And this is a container where you are also free to move as you wish, speak as you wish. And if you don't want to talk, you can also type it in the chat for our shares that we will be having today. Does it sound good for everyone? All right, amazing, great. And so for today, for the sharing number one, oh, hello, Tyler, nice to see your face. And hello, Tony, nice to see your face too. Okay, so for today's share number one, I would love to hear, your name and your intentions for today, and if you would like to add your location. So if you can drop it in the chat or share it loud, I'm happy to hear from everybody. We got a little Akko Taco here, right? How about we just drop it in the chat? It's all good. The awkward silence. Okay, here. How about I start? How about I start? Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Jenn. I am from California, and I am actually in Phuket right now. But my intention for today is to just be here and to just, yeah, connect with everyone, and yeah, to just be here. That's all. Mm.
Okay, I'll go. I'll break the silence for you. That support right there for you, Jen. My name's Angelica. I am from the States. I should say the South of the States because I don't really go up north. But I'm currently in California, Orange County to be specific. I've been here since 2017. Other than that, I grew up in Dallas, Texas. Not sure that really matters, but here we are. And my intentions today was really like connecting with Jen's community and just like seeing what she was excited. I mean, I'm excited for what she's excited for. So I was like, okay, I'm down. Well, she was like, yeah, I'm doing that. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So here I am. It's me.
Yes,
Oh,
Mhm.
I guess I don't know. Are we supposed to talk about ourselves? Besides that, I guess you could say I'm in the same community as Jen in her coaching community. I guess besides her therapist community, I'm a communications and shadow work coach. So that's where I'm at with that. Hey, I'm gonna popcorn it to Tony.
I was going to go next. I just don't like being first to share. So thank you, Angelica, for being the brave soul. Hi, everyone. I'm Tony. I'm born in China, grew up East Coast, New York, but I've been a nomad for 4 years and currently in Seoul, South Korea, actually in Jen's old room that she's trying to sublet. We were just hanging out for the past 2 months. It's been really awesome. Thank you, Asian Wonder Woman. Although Jen and I met before then from Asian Hustle Network, and we worked with each other. It was client and coach. I'm also a coach. I'm a cartoonist as well. So my intention today is, to meet more like-minded people and just grounding ourselves, finding more internal peace. I've been definitely struggling with some things with my family and beliefs about myself that I finally feel like I'm dislodging them. But definitely somatic subconscious work has been really amazing and different from the more top-down therapies that I've experienced. So really grateful to be here with everyone.
Yes, thank you for sharing. And can we continue the popcorn? I like that idea.
Okay, I'm gonna call out Kunyao because we just connected a few weeks ago. So you're next.
By the way, if you don't feel like sharing, you can also say pass or type it in the chat.
I was preparing myself for that, so thank you, Tony. Hi, everyone. I'm Kunyao. I was born in China, grew up in the DC area of the East Coast, and I just finished up a 16-month nomadic journey around the world. So I'm currently based in Medellin in Colombia, and after this month, I'll be headed back to the States. I am a mental health writer, so a lot of the topics that I write about align with the themes of tonight's chat. Perfectionism, burnout, self-love, and they're topics that I care really deeply about. So when I saw the event description, I was super excited to hop on this call just to learn more about Jen's work, but also to meet more like-minded individuals. So it's really, really happy to be here. And I think that covers everything. I will popcorn it to Lee because she is the next one on my screen. So
Thank you for sharing.
Hey guys, I'm Lee. I'm born and raised in California, and I am still in California. But I'm sorry if you're hearing background noise. But I am building a life towards being nomadic at the moment. And so that's why I'm in the Asian Wonder Woman community, just to, as you guys mentioned before, just to kind of connect with other like-minded individuals. And I, I'm in my 30s now, so and I have been finding myself being more interested and more drawn to my sort of childlike hobbies. And as we were doing the meditation earlier, when we were, like finding something comforting in our room, I'm like literally looking at my Eevee Pokemon because it's just so nostalgic for me and comforting, like my inner child. So I've been finding myself doing that a lot lately. But yeah, so that's why, I was kind of interested in this online meetup and just to kind of learn more about the topic. So I'm going to popcorn it to Tyler.
Thank you for sharing, Lee.
Are you able to share, Tyler, or?
Maybe not. It's
Oh, that's
okay.
okay. So then maybe Ava.
Mhm.
Hey everyone, I'm Ava and I am born, raised, and based in Daly City, California, right outside of San Francisco. But I travel quite frequently. And I've been home all summer, but gonna go on a 5-week trip in October. So I can't wait for that. But I came here today because my life's been a little bit chaotic. And I feel like it was very much needed to come back to myself and find that grounding. I've also been interested in somatic work, haven't really dove into it or anything. So I felt like this would be a great, experience to have. And while I have a great support system in my friends, there's not really a lot of them are non-Asian. And so I like that the space is specifically for me as an Asian woman, being that especially in the Filipino culture, like mental health is very taboo and there's still a stigma around it. So I feel like when I saw this event, I knew I had to sign up. I felt like it fell into my lap at the right time. So glad to be here and meet everyone. I'm gonna popcorn it to I don't know who hasn't gone yet. Jenny? It's next on my screen.
Sorry, I was having technical difficulties. Apologies. I'm Jenny. I'm based in Portland, Oregon. I am from Southern California, born and raised. So it was nice to hear some California peeps. What's up? And yeah, I was here because I am getting more into treating my mental health. So this was the perfect opportunity. So thank you for hosting, Dr. Jenn. And yeah, I moved to Portland because this is kind of a change of scenery. So I'm not nomadic yet, but I'm definitely building my life to like what the previous person said, I think it was Lee, to become nomadic full time. So Portland is just a stepping stone of hopefully a nomadic life. Thank you for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing. And I'm just going to go ahead and share some of the ones we have in chat. So Ava was actually said that she used to live in Korea for 4 years. So amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it. And Erica is from Seoul, Korea. So here's Erica from Seoul, Korea. Her intention is to find inner peace and to come back to her inner peace. Thank you for sharing. And Cindy Ho said, "Hi everyone, my name is Hi everyone. I'm from Malaysia and currently living in Sydney. My intention for today is to experience coming home to myself." Thank you for sharing. And Amy Hong said, "My name is Amy and I'm from Philadelphia. My intention during this Zoom session is to learn how to be grounded and more confident in myself." And Tyler said, "Hello from," I'm not sure how to say it, Adirondack Mountains. Oh, that's, yeah, very cool. Mountain people. I'm just kidding. I love it, Tyler. Thank you for sharing, Amy and Tyler. And Luna said, my name is Luna and I am from California. My intention for today's meeting is to see how Jen is doing. Oh, thank you, Luna. And to be productive. Amazing. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. And, before we get to the next part, I just want to say that, I love everyone's intention. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're essentially going to be doing a little inner meditative journey, a hypnotic journey, where we're coming back into ourselves. And so we'll save about 10 minutes. A little bit later to do this internal journey. But first, I kind of want to talk about, authentic self and, what it means to be authentic. How can we be our more authentic self, right? And, the very first thing a lot of you guys mentioned, some things may be chaotic within the external world. And so when things are chaotic externally, we're feeling that internally as well. And so our nervous system might be on fight or flight. We might be like, oh, go, 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 gotta do things. Or we might feel a little bit depressed, or we might feel X, Y, and Z, right? And so the very first thing that we want to be able to do is help ground ourselves down, help our nervous system calm down. And so that's what turning inward is really helpful for, the somatic practices or the meditation. It helps our nervous system just feel into that internal safety of the here and now. And that exercise we did with, just grounding down with our present moment reality, anything that feels comforting. And I love that, cartoon character, I forgot. That was so cute. And for example, our stuffed animal or a pillow, this is something we can simply use in the present moment reality to ground down. Even a hand on our arms, if you just feel into that connection, that can just help ramp our nervous system down a little bit. And sometimes we might feel like we want to do something or figure things out externally, but actually coming back to tune into our bodies, tune into how we are feeling, that is going to be really helpful to help us ramp down our nervous system. And it is when our nervous system is in the safe and social, the place where we're feeling internally connected with the universe, with ourselves, where we can feel more at ease to be ourselves within the external world. So the very first thing is to really come back into our internal world, and that is my belief. And so for our practice that we're going to be doing, right, it's an internal practice of coming back internally. And so then we're also going to visualize or imagine. If you aren't able to visualize in your mind, totally normal. I know Tony over here cannot visualize, but it's okay. Imagining is perfect. Feeling into how it feels when you're able to imagine those aspects within your mind. And so that will be helpful. And so when we turn inward and create these visualizations or guided imageries within our mind, we're tapping into, a really cool aspect of the mind, where we're actually creating our reality within our mind, and that will actually translate into the external world, because it's for example, practicing how you want to be, how you intentionally want to be, how you intentionally want to feel. And it could be, feeling calm or feeling connected, and that will help you feel that way in the external world as well, and be a certain way externally. Any questions? And does that make sense to everybody? All right. Okay, cool. Okay, so for the internal journey that we're going to go on, I'm going to actually need some information from you guys. So we're going to actually take maybe about 5 minutes to drop it in the chat. So number one, what do you want to let go of? So here's another aspect of authentic self. In order to be our authentic selves, this version of ourselves that feels more free and either confident, it doesn't have to be confident. Authentic self can even be this face. This can be authentic self. This can be authentic self. It's whatever you feel like doing in the moment. And so for the very first part, the very first question is, what do you want to let go of? Is there any fears or anything that is preventing you from just being you? That's the very first question. Number two, if you are able to let go of it, now describe what your authentic self would be. So number two is describe your authentic self. Like, feel into that. What is your authentic self like, and how would she be, or he be, or they be in the external world? Cool. Yes, two questions. So we'll take 5 minutes or so, or a couple minutes to work on this question, and we'll drop in the chat so then I can create a personalized meditation for everyone.
Can you drop the questions in the chat?
Oh, yes. Justine actually dropped it in the chat.
Yeah, I see.
And if you can just drop it in the chat with one text, that would be great. Thank you.
I know these are deep and thoughtful questions, but I'm going to give you a 2-minute warning so that we can come together and discuss. So pop your answers in within those next 2 minutes.
And it could be very simple also. It could just be a couple things like anxiety or fear or something like that. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing such amazing things. Okay, so with this internal journey that we're just going to go through, it's a really safe practice of just coming back internally to ourselves. And with hypnosis, it's pretty much similar to guided meditation. So it's very similar to it. So no need to be afraid or anything like that. Just allow yourselves to relax and just be yourselves. And we're just going to work with the mind in a really gentle and safe way. Is that okay with everyone? All right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just get in a comfortable position. Okay. Give me actually 2 minutes to get started and set up.
I'm just reading through everyone's shares, and they're all so great. I specifically am really drawn to, I think Luna also noticed this too, but Erica's share, if you see this, it says, I want to let go of lazy mind, intentionally ignoring and avoiding things as if it doesn't exist. And then her authentic self would be free, crazy, living in the moment. And I really love how simple and to the point that is. I also would love to be free, crazy, and living in the moment. I love that.
All right, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Okay, let us go ahead and get started. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started with just gently closing your eyes. allowing yourself to just be here, allowing yourself to just be. Within this moment, what we're going to do is simply do a somatic exercise before we get started. With gently closing your eyes, with eyes closed, we're going to just go ahead and bring out our arm straight out, making a fist. Arm is straight, making a closed fist. Within this practice, we're simply going to allow ourselves to picture all of the tension, all of the aspects of self that we want to let go of, the fear of rejection, the insecurity, the procrastination, fears of abandonment, any aspects of self, all the tension and stress going from the body into the arm. The more all of this tension travels into the arm, the tighter the fist becomes. You allow yourself to allow all the stress, all the expectations, all the perfectionism, all of the holding on to the past relationships travel from the shoulder to the arm to the fist. Your arm is becoming so stiff that it feels like a steel bar all the way from your shoulder to your wrist. It is becoming tighter and tighter as all the insecurities, all the aspects of self that is holding you back from being your authentic self is going from the arm to the fist. And just allow yourself to feel that arm becoming tighter and tighter, stiffer and stiffer, like a steel bar from shoulder to wrist. And now at five, stiffer and stiffer, at 4, tighter and tighter, at 3, as stiff as a steel bar, at 2, 1, and 0. The more you try to bend your arm, the stiffer the arm becomes. The more you try to bend it, the stiffer it becomes. The more you try to bend the arm, the stiffer it becomes. And now, in a few moments, but not now, it will become very limp as you allow yourself to simply let go of all of these limiting beliefs of the mind. You breathe in, and now, at 3, 2, 1, 0, drop the arm onto your lap, allowing all the tension to drop away, allowing yourself to just breathe and be as you feel all the tension melting away, any limiting beliefs, any expectations of self or others dropping away. And with every breath you breathe, you remember to let go of all aspects of self that does not serve you any longer. And that is deep sleep. Each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep to you for the purpose of hypnosis in this inner journey, and with your permission, you will enter this deep state of hypnosis very quickly and calmly and deeply, and the physical body will relax. Breathing and being. Breathing and being. Breathing and being. And now, within the space, within your mind's eye, or with the feeling senses, I want you to feel and imagine that you are standing at the top of a beautiful staircase that is well lit with sturdy and smooth handrails. And this staircase has 20 steps leading down to a bottom landing. This bottom landing, you intuitively have a sense of knowing that you will be at your safe space, your happy place in nature. You breathe in as you have a sense of knowing that with every step down, you will deepen your state of hypnosis very quickly and deeply and let go of what you need to let go of. And so now, with your left foot, you imagine yourself walking down at 19, right foot at 18, twice as deep at 17, 16, feeling yourself deeply relax. 15, 14, 13, twice as deep at 12, 11, 10, letting go even more at 9, 8, twice as deep at 7, 6, 5, deeper still at 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Deep sleep. Each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep to you for the purpose of hypnosis, and with your permission, you will enter the state of hypnosis very quickly and calmly and deeply, and the physical body will relax. You're at the bottom landing. You are here. As you breathe in, you feel into this happy place within your mind's eye as you visualize or imagine this space in place in the forest, in your happy place. You breathe in the freshness of the breeze, the air. You feel into the coolness of the breeze. You feel into the warmth of the sunlight that is hitting your skin. And you allow yourself to just breathe as the positive energy from the universe is being transmitted to you from the sunlight, from nature to you, as you're feeling in to the safety within yourself, as you allowed yourself to let go of any fears, any laziness, any perfectionisms, any parts of the mind that is holding you back from being present, from being here. Breathing and being as you connect back to the positive energy from the universe, from the coolness of the breeze, the warmth of the sunlight. Breathing and being as you are allowing yourself to embrace your authentic self. You're allowing yourself to move through the world, through nature, fearlessly, comfortably, safely, as you imagine yourself within this space and place, moving as you feel like moving, breathing as you wish to breathe, deep breaths, feeling in to the breathing, the breath, allowing yourself to feel confident within your life, within this space and place, knowing that you can go on your own pace, knowing that everybody is in their own individual journey. You are doing your best. You are doing your best as everybody is doing their best. You allow yourself to connect back to positive energy of the universe as you let go of other people's expectation of what you should be doing or feeling. You allow yourself to feel love, to feel positive energy from this nature as you commit yourself to nature, spending long hours of doing what you want, perhaps writing or making time for loved ones. Breathing and being, feeling into the free spiritness of you, allowing yourself to be unapologetically you, radiant, confident in all your decisions, allowing yourself to be free, to be you. Breathing and being and feeling into the sunlight, the warmth on the skin, the warmth on your arms, the warmth in your heart as you're finding joy in being creative, expressing yourself, comfortable in your own skin, speaking your truth, nomading as you wish, breathing and being, feeling a little happy with a small smile on your face as you're not afraid to be yourself and silly, just being you. Breathing in this positive energy from the universe to you, from nature to you. Allowing yourself to just imagine you happy, smiling, if you choose to. Allowing yourself to now slowly allow yourself to come up and out of the state of hypnosis. But before we come out, we're going to visualize or imagine all aspects of self, all aspects of the mind, universe, everybody in this community coming in together as one, within a circle, within this space and place within your mind's eye, imagining all parts of self, everybody else within this space coming together as one, holding hand in hand, allowing each other to hold your hands all the way up into the sky, physically or within your mind's eye, holding up all of the hands, feeling the connection within each other, within ourselves, within the universe. Breathing in this internal love from nature, from to you, from external world to you, feeling in the connection and belonging. And now, breathing in and feeling connected, it is now time to come up and out of the state of hypnosis, feeling very calm and connected to your internal state of being, to your authentic self, feeling very relaxed, feeling very calm. I will reverse the count from 0 to 5, and with each count, you will begin to feel more alert and awake with a positive sense of well-being. At 0, let's shut the door to all the subconscious mind, block out all negatives, all limiting beliefs at once, slowly and calmly coming up and out of the state of hypnosis. At 2, physically aware and mentally alert. At 3, coming up even higher and higher now. At 4, eyes beginning to open. At 5, eyes open and wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open and wide awake now. Let's just take a little moment to just breathe. I know we're running a little late, so if anyone has to hop off, feel free to. But if you have time, I would love you to stay. I have a couple of gifts I'm giving out at the end, and we're just going to share all our information. I know sometimes it could be a little like a little jarring to come back out of, a deep state of place within the mind. So I would love to just spend a little bit more time, if that's okay with you guys, maybe a little extra, 5 extra minutes. And let's just kind of come back to the space, grounding down to this moment, breathing, and just reorienting.
On God, my dick is hard right now. On God. I'm so GDK, my dick is hard. My dick is hard.
Can you please, I'm sorry, mute that person. I'm sorry, Nick. Okay. I'm sorry. We're kind of in a space where we need to be in a space where we're just calming ourselves down. So that was not very appropriate. So please, mute yourself. So I'm sorry if that was uncomfortable for anybody. It was a little uncomfortable for me, but let's just come back to the space and just breathe. Knowing that, okay, this is the external world, everything is okay. Let's take a deep breath internally and back out. Let's shake off all the energy. Let it go, let it go. Coming back, everything's okay. I don't know if I'm telling that to myself. It's not appropriate. Anyways. If you need to move around, move around. Whew. All right, everyone. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that experience. And, I just wanted to let everyone know that, yeah, this was such a great experience for me to guide everyone on this journey. And, I'm just so happy that everyone came. And, to close things off, I have a couple of free gifts that I would like to give out. And, I would also love to stay connected with Instagram. And so, yeah, if this experience was really beneficial for you, if you felt an internal shift, if something shifted inside of you, and you're feeling more at ease with being your authentic self, I so welcome you to join me in my free coming home call. And this is a call and perfect for those of you that really enjoyed this experience or would love to dive in deeper into this internal work. And my belief is that the internal work is the best and the most fun stuff that we can do. And, I just believe that is so amazing to do the internal work, because with this internal work, we can start cultivating those shifts within ourselves. We can create that internal safety within ourselves, which will help us translate that into the external world of allowing ourselves to just be ourselves and walk down our heart-centered path intentionally as we choose to. And so if that is interesting to you and you would love to dive in deeper and explore the work together and just, have a call where you are interested in just like being you, then let's type in the chat free call in the chat, and I will send you the link later on. So drop in the chat free call if you with your email as well if you're interested in this and would like to dive in deeper. So that is number one. So number two, if for those of you that are interested in having the recording so you can actually do some homework and listen to the recordings either in the morning or right in the morning and right before you sleep is actually the best time, the time the mind is most suggestible. And so it will be best to listen in the morning right when you wake up or at nighttime. If you are interested in doing homework to help train the mind to visualize and embody your authentic self, then drop in the chat free recording with your email. So once again, this is for people that are wanting to do some extra homework to help themselves create that internal shift, because when we're doing this recording, we're actually creating the changes within our mind. We're creating those synapses within the neurons within our brain to help us feel more at ease within ourselves. So once again, drop in the chat for free call if you would love to dive in deeper and do the private one-on-one chat to dive in deeper into this work. And number two, homework, free recording with your email. Okay. And also I would love to stay connected, and I would love everyone to also stay connected. So I'm going to drop in the chat my IG and my podcast, and also what is it called? I'll drop in the chat some of my Instagram, IG, and the podcast, and then you guys can also drop in the chat like your IG so we can all stay connected, and IG or Facebook or however you want to stay connected. How does that sound? Awesome, amazing. Let's see. I'm so excited for just everyone's journey and just so grateful. And if anyone wants to just share also, like feel free to unmute yourself. I know we're running a little bit late, but if anyone just wants to share like, how that was for you. I know I'm so sorry about that. The little thing after meditation. But if anyone wants to share how that meditation went for them, feel free to also pop in the chat or just say aloud.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm the break it. It was a beautiful experience. I really love the somatic experience that you created. It felt very personalized. And it's honestly, when you're like that weight drop, I was like, oof. I was like, wow, that release was strong. And so that was really cool. And okay, maybe cool wasn't a good description, I should say. It was very relieving and freeing liberated. That's what I felt. There you go. Got to the bottom of it. And it was such like a great feeling that I like felt it throughout like my whole body. Like that's how much I felt it. And I know like every time we do like a release or of letting go, it's always like that, like how much weight you feel at first and then you release it. It's like multiple sessions that you have to do this. This is like how it works, you know? And so like when I felt that, I was like, okay, this time it wasn't as heavy. And I was like, oh, good for me, good for me. But it was so great. Thank you, Jen. That was really, really, sorry, my phone's going off. And then I want to say that I know we had that experience, but maybe we were meant to have it. I'm trying to look at it, you know, optimistic. I was like, you know what? That's what it was. It's testing us. It's testing us. And I was like, I'm not letting this get to me. So I'm not letting this win. So I was like, I'm gonna push through this. I was like, that person, thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay. Right. And yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Thank you for sharing. And part of it is also like setting the boundaries and yeah, being able to speak up. And that is not okay. Yeah, that is not okay. Anyways, yeah, thank you for
I
sharing.
love that you addressed that. You know,
Yeah.
like that was not. Some people are like, pretend that didn't happen. I'm like, I can't pretend. So, or like you're just like, I'm sorry. I love that you addressed it. I think that really it validated me, and I was like, thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. Anyone else would like to share a word or anything else before we wrap up for today, or a sentence, anything? If not, we can wrap up as well.
I could just share real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, you should go. You should go. Okay, fine. I just have like 2 seconds. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, that guy, that man, you know, he's like all the troubles in life that life just like pummels at us, you know, out of the blue. And we get more of these, right? Because we're women and we're also Asian. So we get like specific, you know, problems like these that are targeted at us, you know, and they're gonna come for like the rest of our lives. Like that's like the sad part, but like how we can control our reactions. That's the only thing we can control. And I think we handled it really well today. So like, yeah. Okay, Tony, your turn.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, like props to how you handled that, or just everybody. And I was grateful he didn't disrupt the hypnosis part. So it's just like, I'm just like, how did he even like get in at the end? It's so weird. Anyway, I just want to thank you, Anja. I love the use of like using your background object, like using something that you can use in the present moment, and like even like your arm. I think that's really cool combination of mind and body. And I really love the releasing. It's like kind of putting your worries of the bad stuff into somewhere, and you can just set it aside even just temporarily. So yeah, cool is the wrong word. Oh my gosh, like relieving, empowering, like it just felt very, very, yeah. Words fail sometimes, like indescribable. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Tony. Yeah, so happy it was a good experience. And I just want to be respectful for everyone's time also. So yeah, I would love to just wrap things up. And thank you again so much, everybody, for joining in and tuning in with, Asian Wonder Woman, Justine and I. And yeah, if everyone dropped in the chat already, your IG and everything like that, that's great. And we can, just stay connected. And I also dropped in my free call link in the chat as well, just right now. So yeah, let's stay connected. And And I'm so excited for our future events as well. So it'll be on my Instagram when I'm doing the next one. Probably a retreat is probably next, a little bit longer one, because sometimes for this internal work, it takes a little bit longer. So I'll be hosting that in the future. And in Chiang Mai, if anyone is there, I'll be hosting another event there. And in Korea, I'll be hosting some events over there. If anyone's going to be in Seoul, happy to meet. And yeah,